Hello. Today I'm gonna be talking about a dream I had, and I'm just gonna jump right to it. Right, right, right to it. Okay, just checking if I could draw. Um, I don't remember why I was doing this, but there's this lady. She was like, she's kind of chubby, and I think it was like in a college, kind of a school. Yeah, it was really big, and so I was following this lady because she was like, she had like kids or something, and she wasn't really watching them. And I was like, this kid could just like run out to the uh, to the streets. I don't know. She was just like letting them like walk around, and I'm like, I just couldn't believe like how she wasn't really taking care of them. So then, um, I went and started talking to her, so she could be more mindful of her kids. No, no, I didn't do that. Well, I did. I did do that. I went towards her and I was gonna talk to her, and then as I was doing that, I looked up and there was a like a spaceship, like a UFO, and it looked like a donut. Well, except like it's not. They didn't have the centerpiece in it, but it looked like a donut, just a big donut flying over us. And I said, "Oh my God, look, there's a UFO." So she turns up, she looks, and it's gone. And I'm like, I was like, I swear there was a UFO there. And then, um, after that, she's looking up, and then like you see some like flighters or something. You see some like I don't know. You see like some air like planes like trying to shoot it down. I don't know how to some flight fighters. I don't know how to say that, but you see them like fighting the UFO, and like they're shooting at it. And then um I started running and she started running because like they were shooting at the ground too. And this is dumb in my part because I didn't go inside a building. Even I told her like go inside a building, but we didn't do that. I didn't do that. Like I wanted to see what was happening. I wanted to see these. I wanted to see like the fighting. Like I was just out there trying to like wow, like this is amazing. Like I don't want to miss this. And I was just looking at that, which was really dangerous. People were getting shot. You know, they were getting shot down. And then everybody started freaking out, and there was like this these big doors. Like not, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say this. Like this, the exit. What had these um gated doors, right? And it was open. Everybody could just leave, and everybody was heading that way, like towards the gates. But it felt weird to me. Like I felt like we shouldn't take that exit. And some people felt the same way. Like they were like, I'm not gonna take that exit. Like everybody's leaving that way. Like there's gonna be a ton of people. So then I'm guessing there were some like aliens that looked like us, that were human, and they were sort of like guiding us to go somewhere. And I'm a little like hazy here because I don't remember um how this happened, but I remember that I was trying to leave the gates and I said, "No, this is stupid. Everybody's going that way. Like that's a good way to get killed or something." So then like people thought like when I was looking at it, people thought the same way. Like everybody was kind of like some of them were kind of skeptical. Like I think it's dumb to like leave these open doors where everybody's going. So I ended up just kind of going towards like where the bathrooms were, and then I was just like looking around, and then some of the people weren't real people. Like they weren't um humans, and I don't know how they did this. Like I don't know how they. I think they. I want to say like they touched us, and that's how like they could kill us or something. That sounds dumb. Or like they mark us with something, and that's how we die. And well, apparently, um, the people that weren't human were following the people that weren't going to towards the gates, and so I was being followed. And I'm guessing these aliens weren't really smart because they thought that they could move um stone like stairs that were made out of like stone, like, you know what I mean, like stone. They thought they could move like buildings like with just by pushing them. Like I remember I saw this guy trying to move stairs, and like that's how I knew, like, oh shit, this guy's not human. Like how can you think that? And he was like actually making fun of me because I was trying to like run around him, and he's like, well, I'm just gonna move these stairs, like. And he laughed, and I saw him trying to push it, and right then and there I was like, wow, these guys aren't like, they don't know how things work around here. And so then I ended up like staying in the in the college. I guess it's like a big school. I'm guessing it's a college. And I don't want to say and. I say that so much. But so I ended up like staying in the school, and god damn it. I found some other people doing the same thing. And I saw this guy, he looked like one of the aliens, and I said that's an alien. Like right there, like amongst all those people, I pointed him out. That's an alien, and it was an alien. But people didn't understand the concept that they look just like us, you know. And I tried to like not stab him, but choke him. But everybody was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, stop, stop, let him be." And I was about to say "and" again. I'm saying it so many times, but that didn't happen. And this guy, he was like next to a wall or like a fence or something. The aliens could see him um from there, and we were being followed. um Trying not to say in. We were being followed. I remember going through like these tunnels that had a lot of dirt. They have so much dirt, and I felt like I could swim in the dirt. It had this old dirt. So we didn't want to go in there. I remember we kind of said, well, we would go there if we really need to. And it did come to that because they could see the guy. The aliens could see the guy that was next to like this. It was like a it was like a door. It was like a door, like a fence door, where you could see through it. They saw this guy from there, and they started chasing us. So we went to the tunnels, this dirty tunnels, like they were so dirty. And there was this little crack that we could, because we were being chased. There was a little crack that we could go through, and there was a mountain of dust, like just nothing but dust. And then this one guy, he jumped and he went right through the whole thing. He the dust didn't, it wasn't solid. He just went right through it. And so I jumped, but I jumped far enough so that wouldn't happen to me. And I'm sorry. But after that, um so I laid there. It hurt falling, and there was this tarp, and I put it over me, and then a lot of kids or a lot of people that were with me did the same. They put the tarp over us, and they were on a forklift. The aliens were on a forklift, like trying to look for us, and I I felt like they could see us through the tarp, and I also felt like that wasn't real ground that I was in, laying in. It was because I was slowly sinking, so I kind of felt like, man, this is probably just another like like a dust. Like it was really dusty, and I was just sinking into the dust. And well, what happened next was that the aliens came. They look like humans, like just they look like humans. Uh, they came, they lifted the tarp, and they saw all of us, and we just gave up. We just gave up. We're like, "Oh, there's, I don't know what else to do. We didn't know what else to do, so we just laid there. Some of them pretended. Some of us pretended to be dead. There was this glass next to me, so I was pretending to be dead. And as they came towards me, or one of them was a girl coming towards me, and she had this marker. They were marking our hands, or I don't know what she had. It to me is what it looks like. It's a marker, and they were marking on our hands. So she was gonna go do that to me. She actually did mark me, but I ended up stabbing her like in the neck, like really hard, as hard as I can, and then the this glass, like it went all the way through in her neck, and um her face features went all the way to her sides, like her mouth, like half of her mouth, like half of her left eye, her nose. It would go all the way to her like ear, like towards her ear, and then the other side would do that to the other ear. Like it, it it does. I don't know if that makes sense. Like her features just like split in into her ears, and that looked freaky. That looked so freaky. And that was it. That was it. That was the end of the dream. I woke up after that, but um, I wish I could explain to you guys like how like better. Uh, Maybe as I keep telling these, I'll get better at explaining things. But the things that I found um really interesting is how they look like us. Like they just look like any other person, and um when I went to, I guess, the hiding place where everybody else was. I'm pretty sure there were more hiding places where other people were, but this is the one that I went to. Um, Let me see how. I just hate how I don't know how to explain things. Okay, I'll try to explain it as best as I can. I went. I started running from the guy that was following me, and he told me some things, but I don't remember them. And he left, but I started running, and then I was going literally to every door that was open. And I went to this one door, and there was like one, two, three, four. There was five people in there. Um, like two of them were like sitting down. No, three of them were sitting down, and two of them were standing. One of them was looking at the window, and one of them was at next to the fence. That fence door that I was talking about. And it was just, it was like this dusty place that we were in. I don't know what this place was, but it was just. Well, I could tell you it was just dusty, like really really dusty. Like you could smell it, and it was already on your clothes. But yeah, that's my dream. Um, I want to keep telling these. I think they're really interesting, and yeah, that's everything. Hope you guys like that. I was gonna draw, but guess I didn't draw. Mm. Oh yeah, I could explain what happened to her face. It's really hard to draw on a mouse. Well, anyways, her features just went that way from her head. But yeah, I didn't gotta make that clear. Um, the planes that were fighting them look like this. They look like that. And it's really hard to draw with the mouse. What else did I see? That's pretty much it. They were just pretty dumb. And that's the aliens. I'm guessing they were aliens. I don't know what they were, but they were just pretty. They were pretty. They didn't know a lot about how we live, I guess. All right, I'm gonna say peace. See ya. We don't wanna be ya. All right, bye.